that rhythm.
Because if you don't consent, we can't stream or we can't record, even though we're recording right now. Because welcome to another episode of Who's Your Nerds podcast with Kris and Kris.
That's right.
This is a busy week, so this is like the only time we could do it. So yeah. Anyways, the Super Bowl, we all knew who was going to win. We all knew the fix was
The
in.
Satan Bowl.
Yeah. We all knew the Chiefs were going to win.
This I feel like the NFL is selling itself out for people that are watching the game on a fad instead of the story that could have been the Super Bowl. Does that make sense?
I never thought I never was one of those people that was like, well, it's 100%, it's all rigged. Until now, I do think it's rigged.
Did you see the TikTok? I don't know if it's real or not. How they said that Mahomes had the ball, ran, so it should have been 2nd and 7, and then it popped up on the screen as 1st and 10.
I haven't seen that.
There's a TikTok of it. I don't know where it's at, but
link it and we can take a quick look at it.
If I can find it. I don't know if I can find it or not, but I just saw that. And then you have somebody named Ice Spice. Do you know who Ice Spice is?
She has one hit song and everybody loves her for some
reason.
reason.
Well, while Taylor Swift is chugging a beer, she's throwing up Satan signs and then pointing out her upside down cross necklace.
Well, we already knew that she was a witch.
Freaking! Did you know Did you know how many celebrities were at the Super Bowl that we never saw?
A lot. LeBron James was there, and we never heard about him.
Did you know Jeff Goldblum was there?
No, I did not know Jeff Goldblum was there.
Dude, they showed him on the big screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the football game. And he acted like a fan who's been on the big screen the first time. He stands up and he's waving his arms. It was freaking awesome. It was hysterical. He was so excited. Leo was there. And he hid. And then
I mean, there was a lot. The Kardashians were there. It was the whole, a bunch of celebrities were there to make it look like they care about football. But honestly,
Stewart was there.
Gordon Ramsay and Flavortown was there.
Yeah, here you go. I'll send this to you real quick. I want to send it to you in a text. There's two kinds of people at the Super Bowl. This is perfect. It's Jeff Goldblum and then Leo. It's freaking hysterical. So check that out. And then, you didn't see the Satan signs either?
No, I didn't.
I'll have to pull up the Satan signs. Show that one. Or watch that
my gosh. I love Jeff Goldblum.
Is Jeff Goldblum awesome or what?
Other than Leo is just trying to hide because
Goldblum is gold.
But anyways, I watched the first. I quit watching after the first half. I stopped. I watched Usher. I got down to some Usher because I'm a millennial. And I went to bed thinking the 49ers had this.
Ludacris and Lil Jon were the best part.
It was Luda and Lil Jon were the best part. But no, I thought this whole they put up a stat right before and I don't know if you saw the stat, but anytime they put up stats, it always happens. They were like Mahomes is 6-2 or 8-2 when down at halftime in the playoffs. And I in my head I was like, they're probably gonna win. But also in my head I'm like, well, they're down and they haven't been able to move the ball. So I don't know. I'm not surprised they won because I knew the fix was in.
I mean, the second half was good. It was good. I showed you the Ice Spice. I sent the Ice Spice throwing up double head.
me see.
Video. There's that video. So there's that. This is my feeling. I think they're just catering because they think that all these little girls that are watching the Super Bowl are going to continue to watch football.
They're not.
And it's not. It's a fad. Just like they moved on from everybody else. You know, they won't move because if Taylor moves on, then Travis Kelce is the devil anyway, and they're not going to have anything to do with Travis Kelce or Super Bowl or the Chiefs, or they'll fake, or they'll burn all their stuff and
all the jerseys they bought, they'll burn them.
Yes,
even though they already bought them. So
yeah, this is interesting. This I don't know how legit this is. I'll send this to you too. About did you see the devil signs there?
Yeah, I did.
Disturbing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and there was I forgot about that also. Hold on. Sorry.
49ers game was rigged.
Was this another video?
Another video, yeah.
Why didn't you send this to me beforehand so I had my homework?
I don't know, because I didn't think about it. I'm tired. I stayed up late. I got issues. See it just a second down? And then it goes when they flip it. He just ran for 2nd and 3. Or he just ran for 3 yards, I mean. And then it pops up that it goes 1st down next. I don't know how real that is, but I just thought it was interesting.
I mean, could he have gotten the 1st down?
No, because he just ran, and he ran 3 yards. It should have been 2nd and 7. That's their thinking. That's what it says.
I don't know.
I don't know. This is the way I feel. They could. What kind of story would they have if Brock Purdy wins as Mr. Irrelevant?
I think
you could tell that story forever.
Yeah, but they got the short-term fan boost right now with T-Swift's fans.
That's what I said. They'd rather have the short term
instead of giving all the little boys who might go undrafted or late in the 1st round. They might hope. Not. Yeah, giving all these these kids hope.
It's just setting up everything is it's awful. Everything about it is terrible. It was a good game.
It was one of the better Super Bowls in a while.
It was. It started out slow. That first half was kind of slow.
I was liking the first half. It was more of a defensive battle. I liked it.
But I don't know. I don't know if you can rig a game. I saw an awful lot of holding that never gets called.
Except on the 49ers.
Right.
I don't know. It was one of those things where I never think the players are in it to be rigged. I believe they are actually trying to play. But my whole thing is a call here, a no call there. It can really make it go one way or the other.
Oh, I agree. But I don't know. I don't know. It was a good game. Like I said, it was a good Super Bowl.
Hello? Did we lose you?
Yeah, I unplugged my head.
You can't unplug your headset and keep talking.
I hate that sports has become to this where we're thinking that everything is fixed.
Well, look, 10 years ago, you couldn't even have a game. You would never think about having a game in Vegas. And now look at it. It is all intertwined.
I just think everything now can be rigged and fixed because there's so much on the line as far as money with gambling.
Yeah.
I think that plays a huge part of it, is that it's that it just helps set up the idea of rigging can
I
now
don't
be
know.
part of the game.
I really do enjoy when I haven't bet in a while, and I did enjoy when I was betting, but I would not be opposed to it being banned again because all I think about anymore is how it could be, um, rigged.
How it's manipulated, right?
Yeah, all it takes is one ref to one missed call or one blown call or whatever.
Right. Or yeah, I mean, or a holding that prevents a defensive lineman from being able to tackle,
Yep.
or
Or an offsides that gives them a free play that turns into a touchdown.
yeah, it's getting harder. I like to watch sports, and you hope that that's not it, but it's just getting harder to watch them and enjoy them.
Hmm.
And then you can't say anything negative about anybody because then everybody gets all mad at you.
Yeah.
Says you hate women.
Your mic is a little muffled.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You're just having issues today, Kris.
I had a bad night.
It's okay. You say old man Kris stayed up late.
I did. I stayed up for that. And I got
Um,
harassed. I hate my family now, so
what
Chris will not
happened?
make
Do you
Chris
want
will not
to?
be making any plans with any of his family at all anytime soon.
Can we talk about it on here? Do you want
Yeah,
to?
no, I don't care. They don't listen to this shit anyway, and if they do, I don't care.
What happened?
So we're
What happened?
watching. So lately, every time I go to family's house, someone always brings up my past,
Yeah,
and
I remember you saying they brought up like your sister-in-law brought up your weddings or your
yeah,
marriages.
ex-wife, right? And then so last night, because to me, the whole the whole Taylor Swift and her reactions to touchdowns, it doesn't look genuine. I'm sorry, it looks fake. And I said, this is fake. I said, that is not real emotion. I said, this is bogus.
I mean, that's
And
what
then
we've been
she's
saying
like,
since the beginning.
exactly. I've been saying this and her response was, um, had to do with, well, you don't think women belong in sports anyway. I'm like, I have never said that. I said, do not ever say that about me again. I said, that is a lie. She goes, well, a long time ago you said women didn't belong in the Indy 500. And I did 30 years ago because it wasn't, to me, there was no validity to it. Like it was just, hey, look, there's a woman in the race, not she deserves to be here. She's going to try and lead the race.
Your
It
whole
wasn't the whole,
argument, your whole argument was they should earn their way up there like every man does. They shouldn't
it
just get a
seemed,
free spot.
exactly. It should have, to me back then it was novelty. And I said, great. And I don't think that way now at all. I think, if you've got the talent, men, women, qualify. If you have the opportunity, qualify for the race. But that was 30 years ago. And I'm like, oh my God, bring up 30 years ago again. I said,
How does she even
change
remember that?
the only thing she remembers about my life is
The negative stuff?
negative. It is negative. It is poor, bad, negative stuff. And I cannot deal with it anymore. And then my plans for All Star Weekend got blown out of the water, so I'm not going to the All Star thing like I was
Oh,
planning
that
on.
sucks. I'm sorry.
So I'm done with. I am not. I'm done making plans with people ever.
Who were you going to the All-Star weekend with?
Well, my brother was supposed to go and he bailed, and then my
Oh.
nephew has to bail because but he's a family man and it has to do with his kids. And I'm not upset about that situation. It has to do, they're very sports oriented.
Yeah.
That's what I get it. But that's the fact of it's happening more and more and more and more. It's happening a lot more all the time lately. So
sometimes you just can't help it, but
it's starting to become repetitive.
mhm.
So I'm done.
You
I'm
can't get
not
your
going.
hopes up and then constantly be crashed.
Exactly. So I'm done. I will do my own thing, and you know, time from time to time we'll see what happens. But I'm done. I'm tired of being. I replay my life in my head all the time. I don't need help.
Hold on.
You know what I mean?
Mate, fuck off. Sorry, Monty went after Biscuit, and I had to spray him with water.
But yeah, I remind myself constantly of my mistakes. I don't need help from anybody else.
Well, so was she trying to put, that you hate women because you don't like all the Taylor Swift crap?
That's what it was boiled down to. That it seemed to me like she was trying to push this "I hate women" agenda, and I could be further from the truth.
Well, I think you said it before to me that if they have the skill or the ability to get there, they should get there. That's how I've always been.
I have nothing against women in sports. I really don't. I don't. I don't have anything against women in any power. Nothing. I have nothing. I have nothing against women directors. I have nothing against actresses. I have nothing against women soccer players or basketball players. I'm not going to watch it. It's just not for me. But it has nothing to do with because they're women. It's just
well, right
I'm not
now I can
interested.
tell ESPN and SportsCenter's on an agenda because all they're doing is pushing women's basketball right now.
I mean, I'll watch women's volleyball. I watch women's gymnastics. I'd watch women's tennis. You know, Michael
Mhm.
Andretti has a female race car driver in his Indy Lights team. I root for her. So it could be farther from the truth, and I am tired of being reminded. It's time to check out and just you gotta cut your losses. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta cut family if they're not if they're not if they're not making a positive impact in your life. Sometimes you gotta cut ties.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel. So I'm gonna have to cut ties. I can't be around that anymore. I'm my own worst enemy. I talk to myself all day, every day about all the mistakes I made. I don't need help from the people that are supposed to build you up and help you. I don't need it.
Hmm.
I'm not getting it. So I'll continue to hang out with my 19-year-old friend who you know
And you'll
doesn't
talk to
care.
me.
I'm just
You'll
tired of
talk.
it, dude.
You'll talk to us because. But yeah, I live in a different city, and Tim lives in a different state, and Mikey's got his own things going on.
Yeah, good for him. I'm actually jealous of him, but in a good way. Like I wish
Yeah.
I had. I mean, when I say I'm jealous, I'm not jealous like I'm jealous and I hate you. I'm jealous because I wish I had it. That's a good kind of jealousy. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's the way I feel. You should be
Um.
happy. I'm happy for him. I love the fact that he's got that going for him. That's a great thing. That's you know, but I'm done dealing with family. They're the worst. I don't even care anymore. I'm done. But now
Let's
we got
talk.
that cleared up.
Let's talk about the Super Bowl ads.
They sucked, except the Tom Brady one with
The
Matt
Duncan one.
Damon. The Duncan one was the best one.
Yeah. I like all the movie ads, but there's a definite thing right now where movie ads don't put a whole 2 minute movie trailer. It gives you a short 30 seconds of Deadpool's ass and tells you to go watch it online.
I'm not going online. Just show it to me. If not, I'll just wait to see it in this movie theater. I'm not going to waste my time. That's
But
my
no,
feeling.
there was definitely a random theme of aliens and UFOs. Is that because, like, was it Tim or Mike? He said because they're in Nevada near Area 51,
Area 51. That was a
or
good.
is
That
it
was a good
because that was a
observation.
big thing this year? Like UFO, the whole UFO thing was a big event in 2023.
I think it was both. I think it helped that it was in Nevada.
Yeah.
So
Or are they
I
trying
do.
to tell us something? I half
Um,
expected them to be, yeah, and aliens are real. That was me saying an alien name, being, a joking, just a bunch of clicking noises.
um, I think it was. I think it was both. I think it has to do with because it was near Area 51, and then because it was that is the hottest thing going on right now. So,
And who doesn't
but
like aliens?
I mean, no, yeah, you can't go wrong. Um, and then I don't. What else was played other than the movie trailers? Duncan was the best. I was waiting. I like the whole Volkswagen thing, like the history of Volkswagen. I was
They
like,
skipped. They skipped the. They skipped
they
the.
skipped the whole Hitler part.
Yeah, they skipped a whole decade almost.
I thought the same thing. I was like, where's the part about Hitler? That was good, but I don't know what else. What else was on? What else did they have? Timu spent an ass load of money.
Okay, so I'm gonna put out a public service announcement about Timu. Don't download that app.
Why not?
They got in trouble by the U.S. government for their last company because it was putting spyware for the Chinese government on people's phones. Now it's the same company with another app. Don't download their app. They've been caught once putting malware on spy software on phones for the Chinese government.
I mean, they don't care. The Chinese government spy on me. I don't give a crap. But I'm just saying.
I'm just saying,
No, no, no. I know what you're saying. I get it. But, I mean, they can't spy on us. They're probably watching us to our TVs anyway.
well, no, there's other things I've watched where it was like a Chinese made vacuum has a program to upload to connect. If it gets the right signal, it'll connect to your Wi-Fi and upload data to a
Did you see
cloud
the?
in
I
China.
don't. Did you see the AI commercial?
No, I don't. When was it? First or second half?
It must have been the second half. It was like Microsoft or something, and they were like, people say that young kids are dumb and blah 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 blah, and you can't learn anything. And like they showed old people, and then they showed AI. I'm like, that's cheating. It's just proving that people are stupid, that they can't write something, that they have to use AI to do it. I'm like, didn't they learn anything from the Terminator? Didn't they learn anything from iRobot?
Anything else for the robots to take over?
Oh my god! I was like, oh my god! So now people don't have to write anymore; they can use AI. That's not using your brain. That's just being lazy.
If I'm gonna be honest, if I was a high school kid and I had to write a paper, I would 100% use AI
Oh
because
heck yeah!
I don't have to do the research, I don't have to do the studying, I don't have to figure it out. Me
If
as
I
an
was a
adult,
teacher,
I
I
think it's
would say
dumb.
that AI was not would not would is not being to be allowed to be used.
And then we need something like the South Park episode with the guy that's figuring out, uh, the hawk that finds AI written stuff.
So right?
I forget what it was called, Shadowheart or something.
It's dangerous, dangerous. But nobody listens to me. I'm just a grumpy old man who lives by himself in a hole. But
And I'm just
yeah,
a grumpy middle-aged man.
what else was there commercial for? Duncan was the best. Um,
I didn't see any Bud Light commercials. Was there some Bud Light commercials?
they were lame. Like there was like a couple.
I
I
know
said
like
we.
the big like media release was like they're gonna try to win back Republicans.
I did not see anything.
90% of beer drinkers are Republicans.
I did not see anything that showed me that they were trying to win me back.
Well, I mean, I never drank their horse piss anyways, so. But the sad thing is Bud Light was my go-to. Like, if they didn't have Yingling or Blue Moon, it was Bud Light. So I did have to switch that. But usually places have Yingling or Blue Moon now. So
I didn't see the Jewish commercial that they said they
there
were
was a
going to
lot. There was like 3 Jewish ones. It was basically just stop Jewish. It wasn't even like it would be like stop Jewish hate, but it was also like stop all hate. So it wasn't like, they were just saying stop all the racism and everything.
Did you see the Jesus washing feet commercial?
That one was weird. I get what they're
That's
saying.
the worst take of Jesus washing people's feet I've ever seen about.
I get what the message was, but I didn't like it.
Well, it was a poor representation.
Yeah. It was all AI images.
Well, that and then, they're at a protest, and then there's immigration, and there's just stop, please.
They were pushing an agenda while using while trying to use religion.
Right. I wasn't a fan. Other than that, the commercials were pretty lame.
They've been lame since what was it? A few 5-6 years ago, they started going away from comedy and into the the feels. And ever since they went into the feels, it just sucks. What happened to the Cheetos commercials or the beer commercials actually being funny?
Or didn't the Doritos people made their own commercial?
Yeah, they stopped doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't enthused by the commercials.
Usher was really good. I know you didn't like Usher, but I thought Usher
I didn't think Usher was bad. I don't think it was the best Super Bowl halftime performance, but
it was better than the last couple.
Yeah, I'm not a big Weekend guy, and
Rihanna's was
Rihanna's was mid. Beyonce, no. I mean, you can't. Snoop.
Kimberly's take on the Rihanna ones, it was boring, and she was just trying to tell people she was pregnant.
Snoop, Dre, Eminem, that was a good one.
It was good, but I was not
really good.
There was too many of people in that one. They all had to have their.
So good.
I still think Bruno Mars has the best one.
The Prince has the best one.
Well, yeah, I'm singing Purple Rain in the Rain. Let's be honest, though. Michael Jackson's was the best.
No, Prince was the best. I still say Prince is the best. Bruno Mars, I even said yesterday, I'm like, is he gonna bring out Bruno Mars to save the halftime show?
Well, that's what they did for the
for Coldplay.
Coldplay was ass.
I don't know how they got it anyway.
Neither do I. Their Super Bowl halftime was ass, and they had to bring Bruno out to make it worth it. They should
let. I saw some, and I agreed with this. I saw this on a post. They should let Creed do it as long as it's like the halftime show from the Cowboys game on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. They need to do like the Paramount Plus commercial. Did you see that commercial?
I did not.
So it's Patrick Stewart as Jean-Luc Picard throwing. It's basically Paramount with all their characters.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
And he's throwing I remember watching the cartoon. His nickname was Football Head because his head looked like a football. And then it's Creed in the background singing "Can You Take" or whatever higher. I know I'm gonna get some hate for that, but can you get? I don't remember. Oh well. Anyways, any more on the Super Bowl? We want to complain anymore about how it was shit.
We start all over again. We gotta wait for. God, I freaking hate the Chiefs though. Okay. Not just because of Taylor Swift. I have to hate the Chiefs. I just really hate the Chiefs.
The Chiefs has become the new Patriots. They've officially reached Patriot level of hatred for me.
I've always hated them. Like since I was a kid, little kid, I've always
Well,
hated
you're a
the Chiefs.
Raiders fan. I saw
Right.
there's people in the stands with a Raiders flag.
Good. Represent.
Um, and then okay, so I wanted to bring up some streaming platform news. So, Funimation and Crunchyroll are the two big anime streaming platforms.
Funimation? God, that's old. Why do I know that? That's like old.
Funimation is like the original like anime, like back old school Dragon Ball. They're the ones that initially brought anime to the US. They also make a lot of the. They also are a big video game producer. They merged with Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll is another big one. Like if it wasn't on Funimation, it was on Crunchyroll. That's pretty much how the anime is anymore. So they're merging. People are complaining because Funimation's yearly price was $50. It's $100 now. Crunchyroll was like the same. They went up to $100. People are complaining. I get the complaints, but you got to think how much you're getting for $100 a year.
I don't know. I guess a lot.
If you're an anime fan, I get it. One of the things that's happening though that some people are pissed about, some things that you bought, like you could buy like digital movies on Funimation, no longer have access to it.
Really?
That's why we keep saying don't buy digital products
Don't
anymore.
buy digital, right?
Buy the physical copy, and that's my problem with like PC gaming is everything is digital now. PC gaming, and I've ran into it a couple times where I can't play certain games I want to play unless I already have it installed because I can know the Steam or whatever no longer supports them.
Wow. Yeah, that's the danger of it.
Get down. But no,
I,
it's I they put this news out there like 2 years. I had Funimation, and I canceled my Funimation because they made it sound like they were going to merge them pretty soon. So I canceled my Funimation because I was going to get the new merge. Well, here I am 3 years later, and they're finally announced that it's coming in May. And I might get it. Like that is one of those streaming. I'm trying to not get many of any streaming platforms anymore, but that's one of the ones I might get because I do like my anime.
anime. She's a sweetheart.
But you
Anime
you watched an
selector.
anime.
I did. I was so excited and like proud of myself. It's on HBO Max. It's called Ninja Kamui. Here, Ninja Kamui. Yes. Former ninja Joe Higgin is ambushed by assassins who seek bloody revenge on him and his family for their betrayal after escaping his clan and fleeing into rural America. A brand new episode, brand new show. It started on Saturday. Next episode is this coming Saturday. It just looks cool. I just like the visualization of it, and I'm like, well, let me check this out because it said new. You know, HBO Max says new. So
Mhm.
I checked it out. The first episode, it's only 24 minutes long. So 23 minutes. So after his family was brutally attacked by a gang of masked assailants, hey, oh, Joe Higgin is approached by FBI agents Mike and Emmett to help investigate the murder of his wife and son. Very cool, huh? It's pretty violent. Stick like stick like ninja knives and swords in people's heads and throats, and it's pretty exciting stuff. I liked it, so I mean that's not saying much, I guess. I'm not much of a anime guy, but I'll watch this. I'll watch episode 2. I think it'll be good. So I
Oh,
watched that.
I had lost internet connection. Oh, it I lost internet connection, so I don't know if it was me or you that it was recording. So I have no idea what you said for the last 4 minutes.
Oh, I watched anime. I
I know
watched
Ninja Kamui. You gave a bit of a brief thing about it, and then you started talking, and then it dropped.
Oh, well, I don't know. It's a good show. Check it out. It's on HBO Max. That's all I know.
You don't want to give a review again?
It's really good. I enjoyed it. It's fast paced. It's not slow. It's pretty easy to follow. It's got a good soundtrack. I'll say that. The music in it's really good.
Anime's always got some pretty good music.
This guy's a badass. He's like a former ninja, and he's trying to get away from it, and they keep on coming after him. So, I highly recommend it. It's only 23 minutes. It's not a very long episode. New episode every Saturday. The first episode came out 2 days ago, so it's pretty fresh. So, I highly recommend it. I watched that, and then I watched this documentary. My brother told me about this documentary. I got to throw this out because I think you'll find this little tidbit funny. So he sends me this link to this documentary on YouTube, and it's called The Racing Scene, and it's about James Garner from 1969, and he's got this Formula 2 team, right? And he's teamed up with Parnelli Jones to race in the desert.
Formula 2.
Lowered. It was lowered. It was a lower division, or Formula 5000. That's what it was. So I didn't know this, so I'm watching it, and it's a good documentary. It's nothing to write home about. Like, you really got to be into racing to want to watch it. I don't recommend it to people. If you're gonna watch racing documentaries, I wouldn't recommend this one. But it's got some cool old racing shots in it. The director of The Racing Scene, you're not gonna believe it, Chris. It's none other than our favorite movie director, Andy Sedaris.
What?
Yes.
No
I could not
way.
believe it. Yes. Our very own director of Hard Ticket to Hawaii and Midnight and Malibu Express and Picasso Trigger, Savage Beach, for the Molokai. He directed a lot of stuff. I didn't even know. He worked for ABC Sports. But that was one of his first things that he directed, ever. His first movie was that movie. So pretty amazing that Andy Sedaris. I could not believe it. But I thought that was funny that we've been talking about it the whole time, and he had this racing documentary out. So good for Andy Sedaris. But I did watch that a few weeks ago, and then I watched a Notbuster for sure called Street Walking. Right? And it's on Freevee.
Does it have Christopher Walken in it?
It does not. It has Dale Midkiff in it. Actually, he was in the original. It has Dale Midkiff. He was in the original Pet Sematary, and Julie Newmar. Can you believe that?
No.
Julie Newmar. She was Catwoman in the Batman TV series. She's one of the original Catwoman. And Antonio Vargas, he played Huggy Bear in Starsky and Hutch TV series.
Okay.
So it's about this girl and her little brother. They go to New York. She's a high school dropout, and to make money, her name's Cookie. Cookie and her brother run away from their loveless, abusive mother and arrive in New York. So they arrive in New York, and she's like, "Mommy, can we come home? Can we come home, Mommy?" And Mommy don't want her. So she hooks up with Dale Midkiff, and Dale Midkiff is a pimp. And he's her boyfriend / pimp. And she turns into a prostitute. And it has this theme song, right? Dude, the theme song is freaking. It's street walking. It's the best that I can do. Street walking. I'm gonna work on you, and it goes on and on and on about street walking, and so
Guy just wanted to pay some hookers.
it's not a good movie whatsoever at all. But Dale Midkiff is like mean. He's like a damn Terminator, though. He gets the crap kicked out of him. He gets shot, and he keeps coming back for more and more and more. Dale Midkiff's kind of a badass in this movie. But it does show you how dirty and grimy. I do like these kind of movies, especially if they're set in New York, because it shows you how dirty and grimy New York was in the 80s. Before they cleaned it up. Giuliani had a lot to do with that. This is like pre-Giuliani New York. This movie came out in '85.
Stop and frisk.
So yeah, but they really cleaned up the streets of New York, and it was clean for like up till me and Becca went in 2018, 17.
Mm-hmm.
In 2017, it was still safe. So probably up till the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, that's when it was. So from, I went in 2000. So it had a good run there. From the Giuliani years up until the pandemic in 2020, it was fairly safe to go. But you watch these old movies from the 80s, and they show Times Square and New York. There's hookers all over the place, and there's strip joints and nudie movie theaters everywhere. It was just really grimy and gross and dirty. But it's not a horrible movie. I like these movies too. You know why? Because it's an hour and 26 minutes long. So check out Street Walking on Freevee if you want, or Tubi, or Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But that was my not buster was Street Walking. Oh, and hold on. Street Walking. Okay, I do want to say, I think I know who this is. Did you see the new movies with Equalizer?
Yeah, I've seen the two of them.
So like the woman, right? Like that was like the head of the CIA or whatever he was,
Mm-hmm.
or you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She is Cookie in this movie.
Oh my gosh.
Melissa Leo. She's an Academy Award winner from The Fighter. Can you believe that? You gotta start somewhere. She is Cookie. She's Cookie the hooker. And she was in all three Equalizer movies. And she won an Oscar, really, for The Fighter with, what's his name? Christian Bale?
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Right? I agree. Yeah, you do have to start somewhere. So, So, Academy Award winning actress Melissa Leo was Cookie in Street Walking. So, there you go. There you learn something every day. There you go. It was exciting. That's all I watched because I didn't have a TV on a lot.
All right, let's go ahead and start wrapping it up because I don't have anything else to talk about, unfortunately.
I don't either. How far are we in?
We're about 15 minutes, so it's good.
That's bad.
45 minutes more like it. But anyways,
that's good enough.
You can catch us at only big thing was the Super Bowl, really. You can catch us at Hoosier Nerds on Facebook, Pod Nerds on Twitter. You can listen to us at your favorite podcasting sites, such as iTunes, TuneIn, Spotify, and Amazon. And you can watch and listen to us on YouTube. And you'll never guess Hoosier Nerds.
That's us.
Not us, because we don't talk about a lot of nerdy stuff anymore. It's more football. But now that football's over, it'll turn around.
More nerdy stuff.
We'll see. But you'll have to find out with your nerds.
rhythm.